In a series as large as Five Nights at Freddy's, it's surprisingly likely that not every game will be as popular as others. I would argue that the first example of this is actually one of my favorites from the series, FNAF World. FNAF World is an RPG spin-off developed by Scott Cawthon in 2016. The game received a few updates before fading out of public conversation, scarcely to be heard from again. Hello and welcome to the Absolute Gamecast. Today on Hidden Gems, I'll be diving into FNAF World, and why despite its rocky reputation, I've always enjoyed the game for what it is. This is a video I've wanted to make for a while now, however I was unsure of exactly how to word my thoughts. Just saying I like FNAF World doesn't exactly make an interesting video. However, after my recent 3-hour stream of the game, I think I found the hook I need to finally make this video. Unlike most of my videos, I won't be diving too deep into the context behind the game because it's still available for free on GameJolt, and I highly recommend that you check it out if you're interested. Before getting into the game itself, to explain part of why I enjoy this game so much, I'd like to briefly discuss the build-up to the game's release, as I was deep into the hype surrounding it around the time, and it played a pretty big part in my enjoyment of the game. Shortly following the release of FNAF 4, the fate of the franchise was uncertain. Some believed that the series was over, while some believed the opposite. Then Scott released the iconic thank you teaser, and it seemed like that really was the end of the franchise. Yeah, right, this is FNAF we're talking about. This series is never gonna end. Over the next few months, the image slowly began to change and the characters started becoming more cute? The fanbase, including myself, was shocked and intrigued to see what this new game would be. This was a big deal at the time, with fans from all over excitedly awaiting the next big change, and the excitement for the game grew more and more with each update. Eventually, the thank you faded and revealed the game's title, FNAF World. Upon release, despite the final product not initially being what people were expecting visually from the trailer, I always enjoyed it for what it was and was able to look past the change in style. However, starting from Update 1, the overworld was changed to better reflect what was shown in the trailer, and some glitches were fixed. This made the game a lot closer to audience expectations and won a few people back. The battle system, however, remained largely unchanged stylistically, with the system being very simple and fun to understand. You pick an attack and defeat enemies to win, with new characters occasionally being encountered after defeating enemies, allowing you to build a team of characters spanning the first 4 games as well as a few characters from outside the franchise entirely. I really like the simple, fun gameplay, specifically the battle system, because it allows for you to hop in and pick it up easily without having to think hard. The enemies and overall original character designs have always been very unique and easily distinguishable from other games of its genre, with few enemies that even resemble enemies from other series, and some of the enemy names are very funny and creative, like Dogfight, Eyesore, and Red Bear, to name a few. The soundtrack is also great, being full of many iconic, well-crafted music tracks that even if you didn't realize, you've almost definitely heard used by many different YouTubers over the years. Some I've heard commonly before, being the main theme and the Pinwheel Circus theme. This game is also chock full of endings and secrets for players to discover that are well hidden and encourage exploration long after completing the game. Some even have lore relevance that is still used in conversation to this day. Overall, I really like FNAF World, and I wish it had a better reputation. For my final thoughts, I think Scott said it best. There's only so much gruesome tragedy the human mind can take before you need to write something a little more lighthearted. And as it was, FNAF World served as a great break from the death and dread from the main series, and if the game was made closer to today, maybe it could have been more popular as a standalone game, similar to the ones he used to make. I hope this video helped you grow a stronger appreciation for FNAF World, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Not gonna force you, do what you want. Thanks for tuning in, and that's a video.
Surprised! Yeah, did you really think I'd let a moron like you reach the end of the game? You stupid, idiotic moron! Now, if you'll excuse me...
Bye.